we talk a lot about resources and capacity, right? So, before you had the big resources, right? And you thought you had the capacity, but you were like trying to operate with both until somebody came with like, hey, let's pause, let's study, let's adapt a strategy that works. And how does that relate with you and your work environment, right? Because I'm sure for every other piece of the company, you guys had systems, you guys have resources that you tap into to make it more effective. Why was that not happening through content before?
Well, I think it starts with me not figuring it out before and kind of running around with like a chicken with my head cut off for a long time. I just think that, the social thing really intimidated me in the beginning. Pretty much all aspects of it intimidated me. I'm not the guy who I thought would be on camera every single day, either in the Facebook group or on the show or whatnot. I'm just not that guy, so I was intimidated to do that. I was worried about people making, saying I look weird or, I just didn't feel comfortable being in front of camera. I didn't feel comfortable, sharing my thoughts, to be quite honest. Even though I had 15 years of experience in this, I think a lot of people out there, you might be the expert, but you're just, kind of taking a stand and sharing your beliefs. It's like a muscle that needs to be exercised, even if you know what you know. And so I wasn't comfortable doing that in the beginning. And then just looking at like some of these people on social and seeing how successful they are and the amount of content that they had was just daunting. And I felt like it was impossible. I just didn't understand how this whole thing could work. And so it was really stressful for me for many, many months. It was funny. I would sit down and I would just try to create like a mind map of how this thing was going to work. And if you've ever sat down and tried to mind map something for 3 hours and all you did was write 3 bubbles, on your mind map, and you're like, I just don't get what the 4th bubble's going to go. And I mean, that's kind of what it was like in some of the darker days of trying to make this transition. Yeah. So why we do some of the other things that, other parts of our department or other departments had done, I just think this was a whole new animal that I just really was intimidated and I didn't know where to start. Yeah. And what I learned is that I don't need to figure this out all by myself. I just need to build the right relationships. And everything started to go into motion when we put our power team together of me and Kate, who runs a lot of our marketing on our team, who I know you guys know and love. You guys, Pablo and Cody, that we all kind of formed this really wonderful partnership where we all had some incredible skills and talents that we could bring, and the greater sum has become what this marketing and sales channel is now, and the results are staggering. Our online sales are up. Basically, we doubled since a year ago till now. Online sales, just specifically coming through our website, and that's not just from new leads coming in, which the new leads have increased dramatically. What I've seen the most is that those people that were already in our database that had just been kind of waiting to kind of engage with us, those people have seen a higher conversion ratio. Wow. We're able to track everybody who's attended one of our shows and see what the relationship is between those people closing, and it's so much higher. Wow. And we're able to see repeat sales. Repeat sales are just going so much higher now as well. So, initially I was like, oh man, I need to drive so many leads from this in order to justify it. But I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing additional leads are great, but the real justification is kind of engaging with that list that we already know and had that really just hadn't opened up a window into who we are in the past, and now we have it.